Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Set, 10 logo. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Defense.
Operating from the gun. Bradshaw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First down, Chicago.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now a dump off here complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
One of the tougher receivers in the NFL is Alshon Jeffrey, who over the last couple of years has battled through a shoulder injury and then had a cracked rib near the end of 2018, but didn't prevent him from still being a huge factor in their offense. Had a tough drop in the divisional playoffs against New Orleans last season, but oftentimes will catch the football and turn it into a big play.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The Packers take the field. Aaron Rodgers at the helm. 2019 marking his 12th season as the Packers starter. 15th season overall. Last year for Rodgers, 25 touchdown passes, just 2 interceptions. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right.
Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
Durable and dependable, but also elite is left tackle David Bakhtiari. He's only missed 6 games in his NFL career. He protects Aaron Rodgers' blind side, and he does it so well. In 2018, named first-team All-Pro for the first time in his career.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We'll look now at the lineup defensively for Chicago. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
On 2nd down now. It's Green, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw. Bradshaw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
We're scoreless after 1. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. On first down, Peyton. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw. He'll drop this off to Peyton. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 36, Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. To throw again, Bradshaw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, Bradshaw. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bradshaw. But now it's 3rd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Kyle Fuller there defensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Rodgers throwing again. He's got Green. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing on first down. Bradshaw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
We got 4.
Throwing again. Bradshaw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10. Bradshaw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man Sharp, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. The Lions seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. A.J. Green, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, to call it a defensive battle would be an understatement. 0-0 is our score. We'll be looking for something in that second half as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
I'm going to come back to you.
On play action, now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Now a give, right side. It's Green. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And he gets us to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Bradshaw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Throwing after the interception. Bradshaw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Shifts by him. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Rodgers now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Big stop, team. Big stop. Let's go.
From the 29, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Rodgers finding Green complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw for Marshall. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Bradshaw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bears down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. Cut it left, Hey, 4 down, go.
On 1st down, Bradshaw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Green 18! I'm coming! Kill!
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. You can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So for the Packers, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.